back, start over again. Yeah, I'll bring it on back to a nice old page. The kind where a guy like me wins a race. Yeah, slow it on down. Take the time it takes to take a real good look around. Yeah, I'll bring it on back to a nice old page. The kind where a guy like me wins the race. Well, I got me a woman, yeah, she's better than most. Yeah, I get the space I need to really cut loose. Yeah, she slows it on down to a nice old pace. The kind where a guy like me wins the race. You slow it on down. Take the time it takes to take a real good look around. Yeah, I'll bring it on back to a nice old page. The kind where a guy like me wins a race. You slow it on down. Take the time it takes to take a real good look around. Yeah, I'll bring it on back to a nice old page. The kind where a guy like me wins the race. Yeah, slow it down. Slow it on down, guys. Good vibes only to you. Always good vibes. Always good vibes only to all of my beautiful people out there. Appreciate you guys. Have a great day.
Excellent.
All right. We're back, man. We got Mr. Morgan in the bottom down there. I see you, brother. Give me a thumbs up if you're ready to roll. You look good. All right, my man. Let's bring Mr. Morgan on up here. Hey, what's happening, man?
What's up, bro? How you doing?
How you doing?
Doing good.
Yeah.
How y'all doing this morning?
There you go. Oh, we still got a bit. Do you have your phone on volume and your computer by chance, or are you just on your phone?
Not about me.
Yeah.
On my phone, sadly. My computer is like slow when it comes to like StreamYard for some reason.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Look, I gotta go start my vehicle. I'm gonna let you talk to MCKparanormalfiles.
Yeah,
And
sure.
maybe that'll help the echo. I'm gonna see if I can figure something out on his side.
Excellent.
I'm gonna drop out the vehicle.
No
I'll be
problem.
right back.
I need some headphones.
I think Squirrel might have got the wires.
Oh, so now I don't hear it.
Yeah, sometimes it's just on our side.
Don't blame it on Squirrel.
Yeah, I got the weekend headphones, bro.
Yeah, man, how are you doing?
I'm doing good and stuff. Just been chilling. This cold weather's passing through and stuff, and mix of like ice and snow. Just ready for summertime, honestly.
Yeah, I hear that.
How about you, bro? How you been?
Oh, well, I've been good, man. We've been grinding here hard on just doing the show and, making all the stuff in the background, so it's been cool. Been busy, met a lot of cool people so far that really helped us just with like a couple of do this, do that, and you're good. I think it might be me that's causing the problem.
What do you mean as you causing the problem?
Like that echo, because I
Oh,
think
yeah,
it's
I think
somebody said we have echo. Do we have an echo now, Desi? Because I can always pull out and then jump back in if it is.
yeah.
It's
It did tell me that when I joined. It did tell me that when I joined the live. It said it could echo without like a headphone or something like that.
oh, that's what's happening to you right now, dude.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
you put
That's
if you put
happening.
your headphones in, it'll
I
stop.
have Bluetooth headphones, but I don't think they only connect to my Xbox. They don't connect to my.
Ah,
I'll have to find the other ones. I didn't think of this before I came on live.
no
Honestly.
worries, man. This is learning in real time. I did this the other night, last night actually. I unplugged from this room and I went to another room. So when it switched over, it started causing an echo because I realized it was feeding back through the computer.
Dude, it sounds cool.
What's that?
It sounds cool.
If you want me to, I
Yeah.
can back out. I think it's because I have no headphones, honestly.
Yeah, dude, I
Find
can't
your headphones.
nothing in that y'all are saying.
But if I can find some headphones and stuff, I'll get back on here, guys.
Try
Excellent,
it.
man.
Until about 12, and if not, come back tomorrow, and we'll get you up.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you, bro. There we go.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was. I
yeah.
couldn't I ran out and started the car, and then when I come back in, I was standing out there just to see, and I
Yeah.
was like, dude, I can't understand a word that any of them say.
No,
Nobody's saying.
Yeah, it's a pro tip that we learned. I learned last night myself. I did the exact same thing. We were on live last night, and I unplugged like on the back side here. What you guys don't see is like I got my mic here and then my digital box and all that stuff. So when I unplugged it, I wasn't even thinking, and then I thought it would switch over, and it just started creating that echo effect for Will
Yeah, it
and
was.
Guy.
I wouldn't have cut y'all off like that if it wasn't bad. It was
No.
unbearable. I was
Yeah.
like, there's no way anybody wants to hear that.
I'm
And
glad-
it's not
I'm glad-
Morgan's fault. It's
No,
not
no.
your fault. It's not my fault. But that's
No.
what you have to do is have.
Yeah. If you're on your phone or you're on with your camera and it's the same speaker, you have to have a set of headphones.
Yeah.
And you're fine. You'll be fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
indeed. Okay, well, guys, we appreciate everybody being here. We got 11 in the house. Let's play Shine Dig song, Silly Girl.
Sounds good.
All right, man. See you on the other.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we get to be right here. Actually, I'll pull us down for a minute.
Where did you come from, silly girl? I know I just met you, but I can't seem to get you out of my head, out of my head. My favorite song was playing, and you were shaking your hips with little invitation. We were locking lips, and know that I'll never forget you, no matter how hard I try. I can't even find a pen so I can see you again. You gave me your poison, disappear in the end. The end. And as the band was winding down, I couldn't seem to find you in the crowd of faces. Then out of nowhere you appear without one question. Yeah, we disappeared, and know that I'll never forget you. No matter how hard I try, can't even find the words to tell you how much you blew my mind. Gave me your poison, and I breathed it in. But just like my favorite things, you disappear in the end. The end. The end. It's just the beginning. Well, you know I won't forget you, no matter how hard I try. I can't even find a pen so I could see you again. Give me your poison, and I breathed you in. But just like my favorite things, you disappear, yeah. The end. The end. The end. True story. I hope you're still out there.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Thank you all. I see them
Yes,
comments
sir.
coming up, guys. That's you're all very too kind, very kind. I appreciate all you. It's
Yeah, man. Yeah, they was in here lighting you up, man. I
Yeah.
was highlighting them the best I could as
You're
as
doing
they
a
were
great
coming
job.
through. Hey, man, MCK, it's all right, Morgan. Just try to have you a set of headphones. You know what the problem was, and
Oh,
and
yeah.
I didn't realize how bad it would be. And then when I came in and heard, I was like, dude, it's bad. Like I couldn't understand especially what Shine was saying with the echo coming back. You couldn't understand a word of it. So it's better. It's fine. Tomorrow,
Oh, no
I mean,
worries.
just holler at us. It ain't nothing. You come on anytime. We already left that invitation open. So Desi, appreciate you. He says the end. Love that part. Me too. It's
Thank
one
you.
of my faves.
Yeah.
I understand creating change. Okay, cool. As long as you get it, man, it's cool. We all good. We'll get you figured out. And Smiley, I appreciate you being here. We appreciate your support. We really do. I mean, I know that I've seen you at other channels along the way, and I've seen you at Chris the Flash channel. And I appreciate you coming by and supporting me and Sean.
Yes.
We really do.
We
We
do.
really do. Thank you. Brother William, always, you know that. And I got Elevated Einstein listening. Appreciate you, my brother. Thank you very much, man. It always means it means a lot to me for anybody to be in here.
Yes, it does.
But it always means that little extra when you know your mom or your sister thinks enough of you to watch, or you know that an aunt or an uncle thinks enough, or you know that a friend thinks enough. That's cool. And it
Yep.
just, I appreciate that kind of stuff because it
Absolutely.
really helps me and Sean Just a thumbs up and a 5 minutes of your day or 10 minutes of your day really goes a long ways for little content creators. So
Yes, it
just
does.
know we appreciate it. Every minute that you allow us or give us, not only will we always try to give you a good minute or 10 or whatever it is you give us, but
Yep.
we appreciate every single one of them. We sincerely do. I wish that there was a way for us to personally thank you better, but there is no other way right now. But we do.
Not yet, but
Not yet.
soon.
Not yet.
Soon.
Not yet. More to come.
Yep,
More to come.
Yep.
More to come.
Yep.
I'm kind of really excited about sharing the, the experiences that we have planned for one another. That we've kind of collaborated on and come up with, and it's going to be exciting, I think, for everybody to kind of get to see the journey, but also maybe get to learn a lesson on what, outreach and what networking looks like and how to actually make it happen. And there is safe ways to reach out and start beginning a relationship with one another without it being, intrusive or anything. And I agree with keeping a bubble. And I agree with being safe, but there is ways to be able to sit like him and I are and be able to talk and do this for months at a time and get to know each other and be able to learn about each other. And then you can make decisions then as to whether you want to, like for me and Sean, we get to realizing, okay, well, he's in Canada. I'm in the United States, but when you look at it on the map, it's like it ain't but that far.
Yeah.
So it's like
that's right. That's only like a 10-minute drive. So it's about a 10-minute drive. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like it's
that big.
I mean,
yeah.
like I look at from like where I'm at over to California. Well, that's a big line.
Man. Yeah.
I look at from where I'm at to where you're at. That's a lot smaller line. So it's like
it is.
It's like, reachable. It's attainable. So it's like. It's just cool to
dot
man dot.
Have
Indeed,
have you ever driven across the country? Have you ever gone coast to coast?
I have never been past the Mississippi River.
No way.
I've never been past like West Tennessee. I've never been.
Yeah, now that I know that adds an extra element of spice.
I've never.
That's cool.
It's one of them things, man, where. We get to, like, me and Sean, we get to choose exactly how we want to do things and how we introduce them. And we've also chosen to introduce how we come to know each other, which was pretty simply put through YouTube.
Yes.
Just through connections, outreach to one another's channel and going and seeing each other's video and through time commenting and then through time deciding to network a little farther by email, and then through time deciding to network a little farther by FaceTiming each other through, proper app, and then through time deciding to go at this together because he had skills I didn't have, I had skills he didn't have. You combine forces and you got something. Yes, so we went for it. And now that we're starting this journey, the way that we can bring something different other than two talking heads, which I know that we are fairly handsome. Yeah. But that's not our intentions. Our intentions is to take this even one step farther for you guys. And as we start this journey, I just want you to know that there is a road trip planned. And along the way, there is going to always be Guy and Shine, but then it's going to be on the road. And there'll be opportunities for folks to maybe, meet up in certain towns along the way and say howdy and have a live broadcast and talk to one another. So, things to come. Things to come. Things to come. But good vibes to everybody. Sean DeGappa, we appreciate you, Sean. This is another one of them names that I don't mean to mispronounce, but I'm going to say it the way I think it's supposed to be. Shonda Guapa. I'm going to say it the way I think it's supposed to be sound. I don't say it no disrespect, but thank you, ma'am, for being here. I appreciate you. I know exactly who you are. And as soon as I'm able to turn you blue, I definitely want you. I know exactly who you are. I'm just not technically savvy at the time right now to switch. Me and Sean are doing good to just have a live broadcast going on at this point. But and same with you, Smiley. I appreciate you. I know exactly who you are. I mean, I know exactly who you are from other channels is what I mean. And I'll definitely be making sure that you get took care of as well. But thank you for being here. Desi, as always, Smiley, Elevated Einstein. Appreciate you. Puts the it puts the lotion on its skin or it gets the hose in.
It does what it's told.
Yeah, man. That's hilarious. Yeah, you know, Silence of the Lambs, man.
It
What
puts
a
the
classic,
lotion
dude.
on the skin.
What a classic, man.
Yeah, absolutely. That
What
and
a
like,
classic,
hello,
dude.
Clarissa.
Yeah, hello, Clarice. You're like, oh God. That's one of them voices. If you're like laying in the bed and you hear it over in a dark corner, it's like insta poo.
Yeah,
It's like instant poo.
I'm jumping through that wall, man. It's
Hey,
going.
he's gonna
Boom,
have a
Kool-Aid
crappy
man.
mess to deal with. Is all I can say, because it's gonna be instant poo.
I wonder if he'd still be hungry.
I don't know, but he's gonna have to eat through a upset stomach. That's all I can tell him.
Oh my.
You know,
Yeah, I do.
That's one of them voices. Hello, Claire. You're like,
yeah. And then he does the part at the end.
oh man.
Ridiculous. So, oh, come on now.
Start twitching.
Yeah. To have that effect on people, though, you know what I mean?
Man, dude.
Knows
I'm
how-
telling you, man, it's funny, is it? Oh man,
Oh,
what
dude.
what time we working with? Don't let me get carried away.
No, I won't. 11:32. You got to pull.
Oh.
You got to. Yeah. Yep.
We're good.
We're good, baby.
We're good. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't have to roll for about another 20 minutes, and then we're
Perfect.
good. We're doing real good.
Yeah, man.
Thank you everybody for being here. I'm gonna play them just so many miles between us. That's the
Sounds
only
good.
other video that I have loaded, but I do know now how to. I just like the idea that we're learning how to do it, and
Yep.
and it just makes me feel better. And being able to upgrade along the way is no problem now, and
Yeah.
and it makes me feel better. But yeah, let's take us a quick. This is about 2 minutes and
Yep.
20 seconds.
Okay.
Take us a quick stand up and move around for a second, and we'll
Sounds
play
good.
this out for me.
Thank
And
you
I'll see you on the
all.
other side, man.
Yep.
Just so many miles between us. There can be so many more. Been so long since I've seen you. Some I've never seen before. Well, I make a promise to myself. God knows I'll keep. I won't let the miles between us be so long in between. It's worth every rest I'm, and Daddy, I need to be, so my son can be around the ones that mean so much to me. Well, I want him to know you and love you all just like me. I won't let the miles between us be so long in between. As the miles go by, my mind begins to go to the memories I've made from so many years ago. And I make a promise to myself, God knows I'll keep. I won't let the miles between us be so long in between. It's worth every rest I'm, and Daddy, I need to be, so my son can be around the ones that mean so much to me. Well, I want him to know you and love you all just like me. I won't let the miles between us be so long in between. I won't let the miles between us be so long in between. All right,
That's
man.
a
That
beauty.
works. Hey, the way that
That's a
right
beauty.
there is so cool, Sean. Because when we load it up into that particular way, like when you send me a video and I'm able to load it like that, when it goes off, I don't have to try to add us back. No, it
No.
automatically when it goes off.
it sweeps us right back in.
Yes,
yeah.
it is just.
Well, that's a great song, man. I love that.
Thanks, man.
Sounds amazing. Yeah.
Thank you, man. Yeah, that's one of those simple ones that just happened to come, and you don't really know why that it was as easy as it was, but it just happened to be there. So I just I take it. You know what I mean? Like I'll take it.
I do, man. I do.
They don't always come that easy, that's for sure.
No,
but it's one of those, man. I like it. It's been in my life for about 15 years now. You know
that's
what
cool,
I mean?
Man. I think that's the coolest part about,
actually, I'm lying. About 8 years. My son's 14, so about 8 years.
Well, there's still, you know what I mean? That reminds you of exactly what was like even the words, like what was happening in that moment. You know what I mean? Like it's cool, man. Really cool.
Yeah. Thank you, man. Well, shout out to you. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Sean DeGuapa, I appreciate you being here. Thank you very much, man. MCK Paranormal Files. Thank you, brother Morgan.
Yes,
I appreciate you, man. I know exactly. I know exactly what kind of issues you have sometimes with this kind of stuff, and we're all just learning together. But you know that we'll get you back up here as soon as you want to. Hey, there's Miss Boogie Time. Good morning, Miss Boogie Time. Boogie. Hey, I gotta tell this every time I see her name because it pops into my brain. First guest that me and Sean had on officially as Guy and Sean was Miss Boogie Time stopped in and we obviously have no idea what we were doing. At least I did. I had no clue, and just barely knew how to actually be on here. And Miss Boogie Time, it was about time for her to come up and she leaves a comment in there. Share the link. Man, as soon as I read that comment, I remember my belly started hurting. I was like, oh God. Gotta share a link now, but now I'm like, oh, let me share that link real quick. You know what I mean? It's like it's just funny, but I say it every time, man. But thank you, Miss Boogie. I appreciate you being here. We do. Magic of Healing. I see you there, Zaminia. I hope I'm saying your name right. One of these days, we're gonna talk face to face where I can say, okay, say your name, and then I'm gonna be able to say, okay.
Well, she'll probably just say it when she introduces herself. Say your name.
But I'll have to ask you because I'll be like, okay,
lean in.
One more time, and then I'll have it forever. It'll never leave then.
Hemina.
All this. Oh, here we go. She wants me to try pronunciations.
Hemina.
Lucky for you, I happen to know some Pig Latin and other forms of the English and sometimes other languages. Okay, wait a minute. This is one of them easy. Wait a minute. If it's just like this, then it's Jimena.
Yeah, that's what I think. Yeah, right.
Did I say that right? Give me a thumbs up or a yes if I said that right.
I will be back to teach you. No worries.
Jimena. The X is like a H, not a H.
Yeah, that's perfect, she says. That's perfect. Nailed it, buddy. That's it. From downtown. Yeah, swish.
Hey, and they think you don't learn nothing when you get a GED.
Look at that. It's got half the alphabet in it. How could you not learn something?
Even capitalized mine, the GED part. They made
big
it
letters?
big letters. Big letters.
Man.
Yeah, because I did exceptional for...
I believe
for what they thought I would do. I did really well.
You surpassed their expectations. Yes. 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 Yes, I do.
Thank you, Virginia State Penitentiary.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, man.
Yeah.
I got a 3-year
for all the
GED.
good times.
I got a 3-year GED program, man.
Yeah. Thank you for the good times and memories and 3 squares a day. And golf pencils.
Yeah.
Can't thank you enough for the golf pencils.
Hey, because it built up that muscle right there. Because you didn't need this one, you just needed that.
Yeah.
Sitting there trying to
make the next Mona Lisa with one of those. Come on now.
I hated it so bad, man. I hated it so bad.
Oh, dude.
Because you'd have that little old pencil about that long trying to write somebody a letter and not make it look like a 3-year-old to do it with a crayon.
Dear Mom, I'm doing okay.
Yeah, you're half crying anyway. Got snot running at you, and you're like, and then you got this little old pencil, like, hey, come on, man.
I'm making friends. Don't worry about me.
Man. Shout out to GD. Did they capitalize your letters too, William?
Did they?
I just won.
I know.
Because mine was capitalized, every one of them.
Don't worry, guy. You're special. They
That's
gave
how
you
I
special
took it.
one.
I got it, and I was like, well, they didn't have to capitalize that. They purposely did
They
that.
went out of their way to use uppercase letters.
Yes.
How often does that happen now?
My rubber pens. Oh, my God. Yes. Yes, that's indeed them little flexible. When I got to the penitentiary, they actually allowed people to order colored pencils.
Oh, wow.
And you could actually get real pens. Like, I mean, it was so stupid.
I know.
Come on, man. You know?
Yeah, it's like purposely making something that like is only used in that particular system. You know what I mean?
It is.
But
It
we got this right here. Right? No, come on, man. Like, no.
Come on, everyone. You know, this is the thing: is they have the ability to know exactly who you are. Yep. They know you're not a killer. They know you're not a mass murderer. They know you're a dope addict coming off some dope, and you need a few years to get cleaned up. And they don't have to treat you like you're a damn Hannibal Lecter. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I do. And you know that's the thing. It's like a lot of the people that came across through those experiences. They were just regular people, man. They got jammed up on something.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? Like, it was rare to meet.
Well, people ask me all the time, was it hard or was it rough in there? And I'm like, dude, it was just like hanging out with people just like me.
Yeah. Yep.
You had some buttholes in the crowd just like you would anywhere.
They got pretty quick. You know what I mean? They had their own little clique. And
it's like... Yeah. I didn't have no real problems, but I also know how to carry myself too. Like, I'm not going to give nobody no reason.
Well, that's just like on the street. You know what I mean? Meet me with respect, I'll meet you with respect, right? Like it's and you can't let nobody. You shouldn't just in general. If anybody's pushing you around, that's not a good situation to be in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if you're inside or outside, so to speak.
William, I was in when I first got locked down. I'd never been in court. Never been in jail. Never had a offense ever. First time felon. I got 20 years. Was 17 suspended. And when I first went into the penitentiary, I had to work myself down through the levels down to, and I never did make it to a level 1. The best I made it to was a level 2 facility, but I started out in level 3-5 facilities. And they put a man in there with short time with other men that's doing 15 to 20 and sometimes more. You are put in situations where you wish you just hadn't been there.
Yes,
you wish that you didn't have to, because it's like, man, I'm going home. I'm going home in a couple of years, and that makes a difference in there. When they know you're a short timer, then they're going to give you a hard way to go, because there's some of them that would just love to see you catch another 5 years. Catch another 2 years just because you got to defend yourself or you got to dig one of their eyeballs out.
Yeah, because they're going to be there forever. They don't care, right?
Like, they don't care. And that's the part that sucked, in my opinion, was like, man, you guys knew enough about me to know all this stuff in the courtroom about my personal history, all this kind of stuff. So you knew enough about me to know that I didn't belong in a facility like that. So in my opinion, it's almost like you was seeing if I could get run up almost. Like,
you're probably, you know what, man, like, it's so hard with that stuff because like, it's like, first of all, you're throwing a person in there and like when it was all going down, there wasn't no help. So you're coming in sick from pills. So you got that, then you got these animals that you gotta, like, you know what I mean? Some of them fellas that we're referring to, that you're in such a weakened state that like there's the first couple of weeks is like how the hell am I gonna make it through this? Yeah. Because like you're so weak, you're sick, you're physically, like, I don't want to get too descriptive, but worst flu you've ever had in your life while somebody's bashing your knees with hammers is what it feels like for about 21 days. You know?
And this booty time I was in a 23-1 for 4 months. And then left out of that and went to Powhatan into Deep Meadows, and then shipped from Deep Meadows to Dillon. And I never was on a van that they didn't put me in the black box. It's like a super max box.
So they did Hannibal Lecter you, man.
Oh, they Hannibal Lectered you. Shackled. with the
what
thing
the-
around your waist, the
What,
black
a
box.
shotgun guard beside you and everything there, like sitting behind you?
Oh yeah, dude. I went from Dillwyn over to Botetourt when they shipped me over there.
Yeah.
And I crap you not, man. They had me in a black box, hemmed up like this. And there was a dude beside me, a huge man, but he was wonderful. He was such a wonderful man. And I felt so bad. He'd been in 30-some years.
Oh, my
And he was getting out. And they
Okay.
were taking him to the Red Cross station because he didn't have no family or nothing. And this man was so big. Hey, he was so big that my little skinny tail was about the only one he could sit beside of to make, to have enough room, right?
It's his day getting out looking like he's sitting beside Hannibal Lecter.
Hey, me being me, man, I'm sitting there and I'm like, I'm beside, this man is huge, right? And he looks at me. And I mean, great. Now he was a colored man, but he was so friendly and nice to me and just wonderful. But my little skinny pale white butt been in lockdown. I'm like, hey man, how's it going? You know what I mean? Like,
I can only imagine what's going through his head.
And he told me, he said, young man, he said, if they would just let me out, because his hands was so swollen, he was so big that the cuffs that they used, the regular cuffs, had started swelling that poor. And he was an old guy. Like, at this point, this guy was like in his 60s, man. And he was like, his fingers was like that. I mean, I can't explain
just
how
big
you
man,
could just
very
visibly, like, oh my God, man. And he was, dude, I wound up sitting beside him for like 10 hours. Talking about his time in and where all the places he had been and all that kind of stuff. His parents had done, left the world. And it was like, man, this is like one of those stories where like you could see where like he was scared about getting out. Like he didn't necessarily want to be, he didn't know what he was going to do. And what
do you do in that situation?
I don't know.
30 years in, you're released out on a record. I'm guessing he probably had some kind of probation he had to deal with after that as well. You know what I mean? So
they were dropping him at the Red Cross.
That's
station,
what I'm
bro.
dude, like.
It
come
was
on, you don't have a dollar to your name. You got the clothes on your back.
You keep this. Well, this is the thing. If you know this man's going to get out of it, if you know he's coming out, you keep him in a place where he can't learn nothing for 30 years.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden, you're going to tell him he's being released to a world he knows nothing about.
Yeah.
Come on, man. I hated it, dude. I'm the kind of guy that if I'd have had the abilities, that would have been when I stepped in and like, okay, bro, you got a home. We're going to figure this out. We'll figure something out, man. We're going to find a way.
Absolutely.
Dang, man, it was heartbreaking.
That's something that's got to change, man. We got to help people get back up. Any of those situations, it's like coming. I can't imagine a 30-year stretch like that. I can't imagine. Like 4 years is plenty, and with that, it's like. Even that, how much things change. And like I said, still being young, but I mean, you got to work your way through your parole. You got to work your way through trying. If you can't get pardoned, like it's the worst, man. It's the worst because you basically have to live as an outlaw until you can get a job or what. Like it puts people in a bad situation.
It's difficult for people who haven't. I witnessed men that were older than me at the time. I taught communicable diseases and I taught a few other classes and ran some things in the dorm. I was a dorm coordinator for 19 months.
Yeah.
88 men. And, the thing that I found out quick was that I needed to put all of my judgment of what a man should know by the time he's 21 aside. Because some of these young men come from places that I say young men, some of them was 30, 40, 50, 60 years old and didn't really understand how to keep a checkbook, didn't understand how to do basic things. And at first you're like, man, what's wrong with you? But then it's like, well, wait a minute, what's wrong with our system that we got 30-year-old people out here that don't understand these basic concepts? What's going on in this system that this man who's telling me I've been locked up for 5 years, and for 5 years, nobody's took the time to teach you some of these basic principles, and we're only 6 months away from getting out of prison, and you're coming to a class at random, and I'm showing you some of these basic things. Like, this is stupid. And that's when my whole mindset behind these men changed. It was like, Wait
You
a
know,
minute.
you
These
see it
guys
from
ain't
a
even
different
been
way.
given the opportunity to
That's
learn this.
that's exactly it. If you don't give somebody a snowball's chance in hell, so to speak, you know what I mean? How are they ever supposed to make it? So you're starting out behind the gate, which is likely going to cause you to have to do something that's going to put you in the pen, right? Eventually, that's how it goes. You're eventually going to get jammed up on something. And
You're gonna get caught.
And that's due to, like, you know, a failing school system, in my opinion. You know what I mean? That's a big part of it. Like, I even look at the curriculum that my son does, and like how long, like, we used to go to school for 9 hours a day. You know what I mean?
Dude, and then
Like,
come home and do homework for 2-3 hours.
Yeah. And then you had your sports or
My
whatever
kid,
extra things you were doing.
Dude, he literally, when they have these stupid virtual days, my kid can go on there and in like 30 minutes, he can be like, and complete the assignment. That's a joke, man. You're not learning nothing, man.
No,
you're not learning nothing. Go rake leaves.
No.
Go shovel snow. You'll learn more.
Well, yeah.
Go do that.
Yeah, my son.
You know what I'm
like
saying?
with my son, like if he's walking down the hallway, like this is how intense it is here. He's walking down the hallway, a 9-year-old kid, and he coughed. This was yesterday. Now the nurse secretary person that calls right away on the phone calls both me, calls my wife, and your son's sick, and I'm like, what? Does he got a fever? Does he got a temperature? Like, what's going on? No, he was coughing, and if anybody coughs, we got to send them home and for 24 hours. So then today we get hit with a snow day. So it was like, there's 2 days, and then you got the teachers being like, they're falling behind. Well, no wonder they're falling behind, man. You know what I mean? No wonder they're falling behind it through the cracks.
Guys, so I'm gonna give the chat another shout out. Miss Boogie Time, thank you. Brother William, thank you. Magic of Healing, Jimena.
Yes, sir.
It'll
Nailed
forever
it.
be there.
Yeah.
Forever be there. Jimena, thank you very much for being here. Desi, thank you. I've got to take my mother to the doctor. She's got a doctor's appointment today, guys, and that trumps everything else. So I've got to.
And you're at 11:53, just so you know.
Yeah, I've got to hit the road. I've had the car started. Sean covered for me for a minute so I could run out and start. So I'm ready to go, Mom. You better be standing out on the corner, Mom, when I get down there. I better not have to honk the horn.
I'm only slowing down to 30. I'm whipping the door open. You got to do a fast jump.
That's right. You better be ready. Thank you, Kukiana. I appreciate. I hope I'm saying that. Aloha. Happy Valentine's Day to you. Thank you. I've got to take my mommy to the doctor, so I've got to call it a day. But this is good vibes from Guy and Shine. We appreciate y'all being here. If you don't mind, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and go over and see Shine at Shine Dig. We appreciate you. We both appreciate you. Until next time, y'all have a great and wonderful day. Sean, I appreciate you, man. I got the roll, brother.
Yep. Take care. Drive safe.
Y'all have a good one, man. See you guys. I've been in a hurry since I don't know when. Gotta bring it on back. Start over again. Yeah, I'll bring it on back to a nice slow pace. The kind where a guy like me wins a race. Yeah, slow it on down. Take the time it takes to take a real good look around. Yeah, I'll bring it on back to a nice slow pace. The kind where a guy like me wins the race. Well, I got me a woman, yeah, she's better than most. Yeah, I get the space I need to really cut loose. Yeah, she slows it on down to a nice old pace. The kind where a guy like me wins the race. You slow it on down. Take the time it takes to take a real good look around. Yeah, bring it on back to a nice old pace. The kind where a guy like me wins the race. You slow it on down. Take the time it takes to take a real good look around. Yeah, bring it on back to a nice old pace. The kind where a guy like me wins the race. Yeah, slow it down. Slow it on down, guys. Good vibes only to you. Always good vibes. Always good vibes on to all of my beautiful people out there. Appreciate you guys. Have a great day.